What's up guys, the Outlet Gamer here, and here to record another video, and this time I'll be showing you my PlayStation 3 collection as of March 10th, 2013. I have a total of 36 to 37 PlayStation 3 games, so I'm not going to go into much further detail. I'm just going to show you the games, show you guys what I have, and then let's get into the review. Alright, so first game I have is Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock. Not really a big Guitar Hero fan at all, but it is quite enjoyable, and that's Guitar Hero 3. Next we got Grand Theft Auto 4. I am a huge fan of Grand Theft Auto. It's a great sandbox title game, definitely worth checking out. It is probably one of my most played games I have in my collection. Can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 5. It's supposed to be coming out in September, so here's hoping it'll be really good. Next we got the Elder Scrolls 4 Believing Game of the Year edition. I am a huge Elder Scrolls fan. I really love this game. I probably spent about at least 59 hours or so in this game. This game is really good, and yes, this is pre-owned. I got it from a friend of mine. So what? This is a great action role-playing game by Bethesda. Really good job. Next over here we got Singularity, a very decent first-person shooter game made by Activision and Raven Software. Guys, this Singularity is a really good game, but the only downside about this game is the multiplayer sucks ass. It really sucks. But overall, Singularity is a very good first-person shooter game and definitely worth checking out. Next, we have one of my anticipated games of 2011, and that is Alice Madness Returns. I already platinumed this game on 9/11 last year. My bad. But Alice Madness Returns is a great sequel to the original America's McGahee's Alice, and if you buy the game new, you get an online pass for your bonus content for your DLC and for the game, and it's powered by the Unreal Engine, and it's made by Spicy Horse and EA. Overall, a very good action platformer game, and for fans of Alice, whoever read the book, you would definitely enjoy the game. Next is my recent game that I just got, and that is Deus Ex Human Revolution. I love the Deus Ex trilogy. It's one of those games where they do a really good job where you can choose your decisions, and you can see 7 different endings in the game, and it blends in with the action role-playing game and shooters. And Adam Jensen is one of the most kick-ass characters I've ever seen in a video game, and definitely want to see more of Deus Ex games. And overall, if you guys want a futuristic RPG action shooter type game, definitely worth checking this one out. Next, we got one of my very first PlayStation 3 games that I've ever owned, and that's Resistance Fall of Man. It's a shame that the Resistance series is no longer around, since Resistance 3 is considered the last one, but Resistance Fall of Man is one of my very first PlayStation 3 games that I've owned, and it happens to be one of my favorite shooters. There's a lot of people who are playing it online, and I'm really surprised me that you can play up to 1 to 40 players online, and this game is really good, and trying to hunt down Resistance 2 and 3, so definitely check this out. This is a really good game. Next over here we got Dead Island. A really good zombie RPG game, kind of like Left 4 Dead, but this game is really better off if you play it with co-op. I'm really looking forward to the new Dead Island Riptide game coming out on April 23rd, and this game is really good. There are some minor issues with the servers, but it is better off when you're playing with a friend. Dead Island will probably take you about, I would say, 25-26 hours to beat. It's a really good game. Definitely worth checking out in your collection. Next, we have BlazBlue Calamity Trigger, one of the best 2D fighter games I have ever played. This game is both great, and it's really epic. The humor in this game is really good. There's 12 different characters you can choose. It's kind of like Persona meets with, I don't know, but it's kind of like that. But if you want a really good 2D solid fighter game, definitely want to check this one out. Next, I have the sequel to Calamity Trigger, and that is BlazBlue Continuum Shift. I love the hell out of this game. This game has become such a big improvement over the first one. This one has more characters. You get to choose unlimited characters. You get to upload content. You get to record videos and do gameplay footage. Guys, this game is really good. I'm anxious to know when the third one is going to be coming out, and this is definitely worth the game checking out. Next is one of my anticipated games of 2013, and that's my DMC Devil May Cry. I actually did a review for this game, so go ahead and check it out. Definitely worth your time and money. If you're a diehard fan of the Devil May Cry series, definitely check this one out. Next, we got Devil May Cry 4. I love the hell out of this game. This is one of my games of 2008. I'm a huge fan of the Devil May Cry trilogy. I'm anxious to know if Capcom will ever make a new one with same Dante and same Virgil or whoever, but I would love to have it back if it's possible. Next we have is the Devil May Cry HD collection. This is a must-own for any die-hard fans of the series. It contains 1, 2, and 3. Out of the 3, I really like the first one the best because, you know, they say nothing will beat the originals, right? Devil May Cry 3 is second best, and Devil May Cry 2 is a very good game, but Devil May Cry 2 has a lot of controversial, saying it was very short, it was very outdated and all that time, but overall definitely worth checking out in your collection. And then my other stack I have, my last stack of my first stack, is Duke Nukem Forever. A lot of reviewers gave this game a lot of shit. I've been a Duke Nukem fan since 3D came out on the PS1. I have no problems with this game whatsoever. If you're a diehard Duke Nukem fan, you would definitely appreciate this game more often. There's a lot of people playing multiplayer, and you know, it kind of hits home, but Duke Nukem is one of those first-person shooters that you really consider getting. It's a really good game, and I enjoyed it. And on my next stack, I have Ratchet & Clank HD Collection. I'm a huge Ratchet & Clank fan. I've been a fan since the very original. If you buy a new copy, it comes with all remastered editions. It comes with a voucher, an avatar, and a time and demo, and it comes with multiplayer support. If you buy a new copy for your arsenal, and definitely worth checking out in your collection. Next, I have one of my most anticipated games of 2012 is one of them, and that is Dishonored. I love the hell out of this game. Bethesda and Arcane Studios did an incredible job with this game. Definitely worth checking your time and offer to pay your money. Next is Killzone 2. I'm a huge Killzone fan. Killzone 2 has the better campaign than Killzone 3, but Killzone 3 has the better multiplayer. Overall, this is a really good game and definitely worth checking out your time. Next, we have is Darksiders 2. I'm not really a huge fan of the series right now, but Darksiders 2 has become such an improvement over the first one. The bosses is bigger, the world is spread out more, the graphics are better, the gameplay is better, boss fights are more epic, and if you're a fan of the original Darksiders, you will not be disappointed. And if you buy a new copy, it comes with free DLC for Argyll's Tomb, but I'm not going to give it away because it will keep it a secret. But this is Darksiders 2. You play as Death. See, it's epic, become Death, awesome tale on the apocalypse. Next is my most anticipated game of 2012, and that's Resident Evil 6. Some of you guys may or may not know, but I am probably the biggest Resident Evil fan you'll ever meet. I've played all the games, I saw the movies, I read the comics, and Resident Evil 6 by far is the best Resident Evil game that I've ever played. And hands down, this game fucking rules. Now, there's been a lot of mixed reviews from IGN and GameSpot, and a lot of people were complaining about this game because the game was more action-oriented from Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 4. But I don't see what the problem is with you guys. They brought the zombies back, and Mercenaries is a hell lot of fun. Definitely worth checking this out. If you're a diehard Resident Evil fan, check this game out. Next we have Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I've done a review for this game, so check it out. I'm not going to go into further detail, but this is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Next is Resident Evil 5. This game has been a huge improvement since Resident Evil 4, except you play as Chris Redfield, who is my favorite Resident Evil character in this trilogy. Resident Evil 5 is very, very fun, but co-op kind of sucks. Mercenaries is fun, story is very, very good. Albert Wesker's in this game, and I won't spoil it for you guys, so this is Resident Evil 5. Next is Assassin's Creed Revelations. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. It's currently my favorite video game series of this generation. Campaign-wise, Revelations is probably hands down the best Assassin's Creed game. Multiplayer is fucking awesome. It's really, really fun, very addicting, and I can't wait to hear more about the new Assassin's Creed 4 that's coming out in October. Next is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, probably my favorite Assassin's Creed game in the trilogy. So much to explore. This game is a lot of fun. You can hire mercenaries, you can hire courtesans, you can do pretty much any kind of shit you want. You can do side missions, discover tombs, learn more about Leonardo da Vinci. There are about 20 different puzzles for Subject 16, and overall, this game is fantastic. Next is Assassin's Creed 2. Huge improvement over the first one. There's so much more environments. The combat has improved very, very much. It's a great open world game, and Ubisoft has done a phenomenal job with this game, and I'm proud to say this game is definitely worth the time and money. Best 2009 game of all time. And then the last stack over here is Assassin's Creed. This game is very repetitive, is very challenging at times, doesn't have its flaw moments, but Assassin's Creed is one of the very early games of the PlayStation 3 genre, and this game is definitely worth checking out in your time. And then the last stack over here is Dead Space 2. Dead Space 2 is probably the best Dead Space in the series. I haven't played the third one yet. I heard the third one was really good, but the third one's kind of action-oriented, so Dead Space 2 is very, very fun, but multiplayer-wise, it sucks, but Dead Space 2 is definitely worth checking out in your time. Next is Call of Duty 3. Not even saying anything about this game. It's Call of Duty. What do you expect? Again, Call of Duty Black Ops, the first Call of Duty game I ever owned. I actually like this game. The single player is very, very good. Soundtrack is awesome. And multiplayer is very bland. It's not as good as, Modern Warfare 3 or whatever. But story was very confusing in this game, but it was actually pretty good. But Black Ops has its moments, and this game is quite good. I like it. Next is Final Fantasy 13. I love Final Fantasy. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy 6. A lot of people didn't like this game because it was very boring, but the graphics in this game, guys, are absolutely beautiful. Lightning is a gorgeous character, and she's freaking pretty. I haven't played Final Fantasy 13 yet. I've heard it's a lot better than Final Fantasy 13, but I will give it a try, and Final Fantasy 13 is a good game if you're a diehard fan of the series. Next is Heavenly Sword, one of my very first PlayStation 3 exclusives I've ever owned. Unfortunately, Ninja Theory was supposed to make a sequel to this game, but unfortunately got canceled, which is kind of a shame because I actually want to see the series kind of grow. But this game is very, very good and worth your time and your money. If you like hack and slash action adventure game, this game is definitely for you. Next is Madden 2010. I'm not going to even go further. I'm a huge NFL fan. I don't play Madden as much anymore, other than I should, but the servers to this game is dead, and there's not a lot of people playing it online, so it's kind of a shame. Next we got Madden 2008, Madden 07. Next we have is Tekken 6. I'm a huge Tekken fan. Tekken is my favorite gaming series of all time. I've been a fan since Tekken 3. Tekken 6 is a very good game, but the downside to this game is that the loading screens suck. The loading screens are absolutely terrible. But overall, Tekken 6 is a really, really good game, and definitely worth your time and money to check it out. Next is Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I love the hell out of this game. This is the best Tekken game that I've ever played. There's over 55 different characters you can choose from. There's multiplayer lobbies. There's lobbies matchmaking. You can record gameplay footage. Guys, this game is incredible. This is hands down the best Tekken game I've ever owned, and this is one of my favorite games in 2012. And then last game in my collection is one of the best puzzle games I've ever owned, and that is Portal 2. Guys, Portal 2, without doubt, is the best puzzle game I've ever played, and Valve did such a phenomenal job with this game. And the guy who voices Wheatley in this game is also the guy who does that one character from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. There's over 16,000 different voice dialogues in Portal 2. Multiplayer is a blast. Guys, this game is both challenging, it's addicting, and it's very fun, and definitely worth checking out your time if you're looking forward to a good puzzler platformer game. And that guys is my PlayStation 3 games as of March 10, 2013. I hope you guys liked it. Like, comment, subscribe. Comments will be very appreciated. And as always, I'm the Ultimate Gamer. Keep gaming alive.